Alright, this is the commentated and fast-forwarded version because the original version is boring and no one wants to see that. First of all, obviously brutal because this is Brütal Legend and that's how I roll and I don't give a shit. But tempo of resets you've seen it infinite times by now, so not paying attention to this one. With one exception. So in this segment, Earthshaker pop out at 45 seconds is average. At 40, like now, it's gold. So I already knew that this is the attempt. Blah 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 blah. In this bit, I wanted to roll back to get away from that guy before the slow down. But that was funny, so I decided to keep going. Nothing interesting, blah blah blah. Fast forward, this is the future. Alright, about the upcoming bit. So this time for the first time in a while I executed the intended plan. Grab the Ophelia, kill two of them, grab her again and get the hat trick. I know that it's consistent, but I lost it. I had trouble reproducing it lately. Right. Yeah, that's card, that's boring. Oh yeah, we can also do this. This bit. For the first time in a while I missed the third guy. Alright, nothing usual about that. Except this bit. Alright, this time I think this is the first attempt where I actively tried to do the catapult here. Alright, about this one. I tried to not skip the decapitation, but muscle memory was stronger. Because, you know, I didn't want to go try hard. Nah, the other guys do it. Nah. Right, mysterious forces of the bridge. Nah, not today. Skip it. Cutscenes. Simply, kurwa mać 10 out of 10 game design. Who came up with the idea that the concept art that is mandatory to do 100% is unlocked at the end? I mean, it kinda makes sense when you play it casually and you are intended to not erase the saves, but this is exactly why the 100% run makes no sense. Alright, just clearing out that boring. Alright, this is the part where I hate myself. The intended plan was to use one of those hills, activate the turbo airborne and jump over the fence. But I already drove the wrong way and this happened and basically there's where I burst into tears. Did something out of the ordinary happen in this segment? Nah, I don't think so. Yeah, one note about the Relic Razor is that it has surprisingly wide radius. Yeah, you can reach the Hellforge from here. Let's go further, blah blah blah. Right, about this ramp. At this point in time when I was recording this, for some reason I thought I was supposed to be slower than usually so that don't overshoot it. But I was too slow and I undershoot it. And this happened and basically I'm a terrible driver and I hate this category. Who wants to do this to themselves? Non-stop being focused for 5 hours straight. This. I almost forgot to pick that one up. Fast forward some more, blah blah blah. Again, cutscenes because this is 10 out of 10 game design. Ah, yes. About the positive attitude. Yeah, I got the positive attitude, but the sample didn't play out, and I didn't know what to think about it. And then this happened. Positive attitude! The rest of the mission, I don't think anything out of the ordinary happened. Yeah, those guys that you are passing on the way here, those we left behind, you can reach them with this battle cry. That's the recent change. I don't know if I want to keep it anyway. Yeah, that's nothing unusual. Again, cutscene. Alright. Statistically, using 5 shockers here would on average help you get here in time. This time I wanted to play it safe, use less shockers, and I was right. It paid off. Yeah, about this door, it's been a while since I made it there in time. I don't know what I'm doing. In time for the, you know, the quad spawn kill. Alright, that was bullshit. That was bullshit. No, that was bullshit. I don't think I've ever seen him blocking this much. Just nonsense. Alright. Mittens. The gatekeeper. Alright, that was my fault. But I saved it. Yeah, at least I have that. Alright, by today's standard, my computer is slowly becoming grandpa's computer, so, and I don't know if you can see it, this is the first time it shows off. Yeah, fast forward. Oh, another highlight on my terrible driver. I remember! Yeah, this segment is just displays the horribleness of my driving. Oh yes. Oh, come on, I sing better. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh, that's the spot. Yeah. Oh yes. So juicy. Such nonsense, man. Alright. My ideology regarding the hunting missions. I routed it so that there is minimum amount of time that is dedicated solely to the hunting. Everything just goes on the way. The exceptions I can think of is that, well, Hexadown, because the world is already... No, even during Hexadown I have some leftovers. Oh, yeah, this bit, that was nonsense. I was going to unlock that bound serpent that was on the right before entering the trigger, but I failed miserably. Yeah, you could get that one during Battle for Brakehenge, which I didn't think about when I was planning this route, but I decided to stick to the original plan. Back to the hunting missions. The only exception when I spent time that is only dedicated for hunting is Reaper horses, because everyone who played this game knows that Reaper horses are bitches. And yeah, the deer, but hopefully I had better spot. Okay, random encounters. So with my route, I knew that I always had not enough fence, so I tried to hang on to all the random encounters I got. This one specifically, I didn't know that it was 2 accumulated encounters. And this one happens pretty frequently. So you could to some degree rely on it. Anyway, that Hell Forge, it wasn't necessary to go back to get it, because I was going to make the second trip there anyways. I was going to, pass through there again, but I decided to stick to the plan and unlock it now. Here, I just remembered that I was supposed to be slaying the hedgehogs. Yeah, nothing interesting about this bit. Nothing out of the ordinary happened here, I think. Ah, yes! Defense hubs. Oh no, the cutscenes, because 10 out of 10 game design. Yeah, they became pretty consistent lately. Yeah, there you go, first try, baby. Wait, did I get the both fence hubs in this run? I think I did, but I don't remember. Alright, now try to get the hunting missions on the way. In this particular attempt I failed. I was supposed to complete the hedgehog's mission before the first secondary mission pop up, but well, whatever. Nah, nothing exciting in this bit. Yeah, this. The car getting in the way when you try to talk to someone. Wait, I don't remember what happened here. Alright, got the wiggle. Ah, I remember that I didn't dodge the little spiders, but I thought I had to shake them off. Alright, besides that, not out of the ordinary. Ah, lately I found the alternate version to manipulate the Spider Queen. I should have went for it just to show it off, but maybe later. Anyway, the alternative manipulation is exactly as fast as the original one. And besides that, nothing interesting happened in this fight, blah blah blah. Ah, 10 out of 10 game design cutscenes. Alright. Something interesting happened here. I think I crashed violently at some point in this segment. Yeah, that's probably what I remember. Yeah, exactly. Secondary mission. I was supposed to complete the first hunting mission by that point. That's okay. I get fence hubs. See, he became consistent lately. I'll talk about in the tutorial because I'm supposed to complete it at some point. Anyway, my objective here is to complete the hunting mission before reaching the hunter for the second time. Right. No, getting back here is alright because I was going to get this lightning plug job. Well, this one is tricky. I expected to not get it for the first time, and if I didn't, I was going to get all the way back and try it again right now. Don't leave it for later, even though I revisit this area. About the legends. You see me not skipping them right away. I'm paranoid. Once with the legends I got the glitch where I clearly and obviously watch all of them but one of them wasn't considered to be unlocked, so I was 12 out of 13, even though I watched all of them. Right, I didn't skip cutscene because I like it. Nah, just kidding. The cutscenes in Brütal Legends were like, you know, if you watched it all the way to the end, when you rewatch it, you are allowed to skip it right away. In this particular case, if you watch the first cutscene right away, in this mission, the stun note wasn't necessary, and I letting the melting face close-up pay up is just because I want. It's not part of the route of skill or anything. I genuinely like the melting face close-up, but every time I use a face melter, I find myself either getting shot or in need to do something. And you know, muscle memory, it's pretty strong. Anyway, back to cutscenes. If you watch one all the way, next time you rewatch it, you are allowed to skip it right away. You don't have to wait for the initial delay. In particular case of Ironhead Sneak Attack, if you watch the entire thing, on all the next missions, it will cycle to the next cutscenes that is much shorter. You know, who we ambushing, bad guys. And if you watch that one all the way, you can skip it right away. The same applies for the cutscene that plays after all the Ironhead Sneak Attacks, and that's how I do it, where I skip it almost immediately. Yeah, clearing out. Yeah, hunting mission completed. About the deer mission. So there is that one mission later when you are supposed to slay the tainted elk. So in the overworld, yeah, this happened. This happened to me once already, but not in a while. Back to the deer. That secondary mission where I'm supposed to slay the tainted elk, the ones that keep spawning in the overworld, they count towards the hunting missions. But the ones that you need to chase during the missions, they do not count. Here again, I just remembered that I was supposed to unlock stuff. And there you go. I watched the first cutscene on Ironhead Sneak Attack, and it cycles to the next one. And I don't skip it, watch it all the way, and all the next times I'll be allowed to skip it almost immediately. And I do it, obviously, because it saves time. Yeah, in this mission I skipped the stun mode, so I was able to use the face meter faster, and they didn't spread out. So regarding the Ironhead Sneak Attacks, they are the fastest right now in this storyline. When you have the Thunderhogs, but they don't have the laser girls yet. Yeah, with an axe. Yeah, did something out of the ordinary happen in this bit? Yeah, I just remembered. So, by this point you already know about that this cutscene, when not skipped, is beneficial to speedrunning. Well, not exactly. This time I didn't let it play out as long as usual all the way, because, you know, she was already late with grabbing the first piggy, and the Thunderhawk stun mode cooldown in this mission is 12 seconds. The stun duration is 10 seconds, so I didn't want to wait longer than supposed to be. Well, at least I saved the situation, you know, when I missed the stun mode. But anyway, the pig's behavior is still a mystery to me to some degree. Ah, yes. You could talk about the shopping list. So, in 100%, dang it, common code. So, in 100% run, we have more fire tributes, so we can buy more stuff. So, I choose destroyers and brawlers because they. Oh, yeah, obviously, 10 out of 10 game design. Yeah, all the usual stuff. The only thing out of the ordinary is, yeah, brawlers. They buff the damage of the stuff from their combos. They do buff damage to Flash Pot, Rock Kick, Fire Cord, and Roman Candle. The brawlers buff Fire Cord from 3 to, I think, 3.5, and destroyers from 3 to 4. Roman Candle was a little differently. I don't know how exactly. You know, the destroyers buff the Roman Candle from 3 damage to 5. I have no idea, truly, because you know there's a flash pot on the way, and it also is buffed, and it makes the measurements difficult. Anyway, I use it because I want to kill stuff quicker. Yeah. You know, fire code specifically. I was afraid of this particular jump. Fortunately, I managed to do it first time. Ah, yes. This time I remember to slay the deer, so I will not have to grind for them later in this attempt. Overall, I think I got good spawns in this run overall. Yes, power slide the loading zone. I never practiced it, I never tried it, but fortunately I made it first time. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was really crazy having surprisingly large radius. And some more power sliding. And some more power sliding. Yes. Yeah, this is the part where... Yeah. This is the bound serpent that you can get through the battle range. And I tried to get it earlier, but I hit the loading zone too early. Besides that, nothing out of the ordinary, I think. Ah, obviously 10 out of 10 daily design. Yeah, one thing confuses me. So in this cutscene, they sent the glam hogs at you. Have you seen them lately? Nope, disappeared. Ah, yes, this is brawlers in action. And setting everyone on fire in action. Yeah, that's the usual stuff. You've seen it enough times already by that point. If you are... Ah, yes, I had to... The terrible lion white luck. I have no idea how this guy works. You know, avatars usually have 16 HP. I already dealt that damage. My theory in this bit is that, you know, whenever you smack him, he has a chance that he decides to fly away. That's currently the only thing that makes more or less sense. Anyways, not the best luck in this segment. Yeah, that's nothing out of the ordinary. If you're watching this video, I suppose you already watched Brütal Legend Speedrunnung enough time to know what's coming. Ah, I truly have no idea if the battle cry actually buffs the damage of your car. And I don't care to research that, but you know, since there's nothing for me to do, then why I shouldn't do it? Maybe it actually does the thing. Ah, yeah, fast forward again. Well, maybe let it play out for the final wave. Ah, lately I tried experimenting with optimization to hit the bouncers with the blood before playing the face melter. I failed it in this attempt. But I think they died sooner than usually. Ah, yes. Get the next hunting mission and clear out this. Oh. Nah, this is the bit where after clearing up, I routed the completing of the deer mission. Fortunately, I had the lucky deer spawns, so oh, yeah, this happened.
Let's make this an ambush.
Yeah, exactly. Cutscene skipped immediately for the first time, and it adds up enough. Ah, in this mission, in my battle plan was to, before the mission starts, I was supposed to play Call of the Wild. Probably just to show off that you can do this. Ah, here I tried to use the Roman candle of that guy, but I remember that you don't have the Roman candle yet. Yeah, a handful of stuff that you unlock in this segment, you can unlock during the Tour of Destruction. Even the relic raiser stuff, but I didn't want to experiment with the unlocking too much stuff with the during the Tour of Destruction. Let's just say that I have issues with this mission. Ah, this is the segment where I was supposed to grind the remaining deer. And obviously, Murphy's Law, they stopped spawning right now when I need it. Alright, during the Tour of Destruction, I was thinking about unlocking as much stuff as I could, but not too much so that the bot doesn't die. And on Brutal, it is the real thing that can happen. So I decided to keep unlocking stuff during the Machine Gun Eddie to minimum. Just to be safe. Yeah, that's about the lightning plug jumps there, like usually. Oh, that first lightning plug jump, I was afraid that I would miss it today for a change. And if that happened, I would legitimately restart the mission. If I did miss this one, no problem, I revisit this area. Same would go for this one. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that in this layer, spider layer, that I could unlock during this mission, but nah, I was too paranoid. So, right, in this segment, I did something foolish. I checked the boss to see how it's doing, and it's have no visible damage, so health above average. So I decided it was safe to do what I was about to do. Wait, this is retard. Anyway, I was going to, unlock this jump off and unlock the bound serpent. But the thing is, you need to jump late to... yeah, and then this happened. You need to jump late for your jump to get acknowledged. And I don't know why I tried it in the first place. In my plans, there are backups in case I miss this trick. It would be better for me to not go in this place and resort to backup right away. As you can see, the boss got bursted almost to 0 HP. It almost got me killed. That was foolish. I was lucky. See, that's what I mean. I have issues with this mission. And to add insult to injury, I didn't get this. Ah yes, some more Call of the Wild. Yeah, I had a good idea, but I didn't execute the idea to the best of, how it's supposed to be. But first, 10 out of 10 game design, because cutscenes are awesome and you need to watch them because we will force you to do it. Yeah, the deer I summoned are already here. And with missions, if you start the missions, all the solos get reset. So if I wanted, I could summon the second squad of Call of the Wild. But there's only so much place at the gates to, all of them wouldn't fit. But anyway, I think I could have done it better. Yeah, I think I could have done it better. Somehow, I'm thinking about, ordering the deers earlier to attack the gate. Yeah, right now, for instance. Yeah, but these bits that haven't changed a bit. Yeah, that's the damage of the Razor's Edge and Fire Code with Brawlers on. Yeah, with better execution, I think this mission could have gone, a little faster. But anyway, the unlocking stuff slows you down, so I suppose it went alright. I don't know. I'm positive that I did this mission faster already. Maybe I missed the... Yes, I remember. At this point, the deer are supposed to be already attacking the stage, and they are just now arriving. I think what I did wrong was during the the flying segment where the conversation while you are flying. At this bit, I was supposed to lure them all the way to the gate, and when the actual mission starts, then order the deer to attack the stage. I muted the microphone to cough. Next up, yeah, Cage the Cannoneer mission, and I think I failed it miserably. I don't even know if I think it's my fault, but okay, first things first. So we are supposed to stay in the car all the time, right? Right? Come on, do it. Nope, you can get off. And if you do it, you mess up their AI. They focus on you, and even if in your car, they will focus you. You just, reset the flag that they are allowed. They are the threat that they're supposed to attack and whatnot. Anyway, the spawns are fixed, and the time at which the spawns happen are also fixed. So I tried to route it out a bit, but the plan failed. So, yeah, for this mission I had a separate stopwatch that I have set up on at this one grandpa's computer. Also, I had a battle plan to look up there. Anyway, the final wave appears attacks from here. I was supposed to get here in time and spawn kill them. But anyway, the upcoming wave gave me problems. Yeah, I wanted to show this off, to show that it's a bad option that you can do. So this wave appears at 1 minute 30 seconds. But yeah, the one thing that, the mortar totally didn't hit the place where I aimed at. Here I make a mistake of not firing the second mortar. I was supposed to be gone by now. But then this happened. Again, Thunderhawk untouched by the cannon. And that's nonsense. Yeah, that went horrible. I was supposed to be already set up at the spot of final spawn. Yeah, spawn kill them, and that's how you save time in Cage the Cannon new missions. You just spawn kill the final wave. About getting off during the cannon missions. All you need to do is to get far enough. And then you are allowed to leave the car. Either that or get off in a place where they forgot to block you out of getting off the car. You can do it in all the missions except one. Next up. Yeah, boar hunting. So I've decided to try this out. You know, I thought that trying to chase them solely with your car would be slower, so I decided to do an AI manipulation. You know, if you are outside of car, they will gladly try to kill you. But if you are in the car, they will try to run away from you. I was thinking about hitting one of them with an axe, but nah. Yeah, and you can do what you did in the mission. Right. When you do this, the hazard that can happen to you is that, you know, if you kill someone with the double team, like your car weaponry, you get the credit kill. But if you get off the car and they die of the damage of their time from blood, your car, effectively, your car kill steals you. You know, it dies, you'll get the credit. Alright, that bit is over. Alright, this segment went awkwardly. Okay, I don't shoot the cannon right away because the trees block the cannon because 10 out of 10 game design. The cannon don't reach here at all. So yeah, I utilized the Call of the Wild. The first time it didn't appear because it didn't find any place to put them, I guess. Anyway. To all the cannon missions, I wrote down the places I'm supposed to stand, the timestamps of where the wave spawns, and timestamps of when I'm supposed to shoot. Maybe with power of video editing 101, I'll paste those pictures into this video if I find enough time. Right, I was paranoid about that Thunderhawk, but fortunately not this time. Yeah, and the final wave attacks from... Oh, so I didn't hit the Thunderhawk after all. Either that or they survived the first cannon shot, I don't remember. Okay, here is the final wave and the cannon don't reach here at all. Yeah, like that. Doesn't reach. Alright, what happened now was a surprise to me. I wasn't expecting the piggies to be here, but hey, since you're here. But it turned out that it will later bite me. Yeah, basically the Chinese wall was a disaster. I could have ride the piggies here to reach the cutscene earlier. So yeah, the stuff was like usual, had them spawn, go back, but they are already here and I was confused at this point. I tried to stick to the plan, but I don't know what exactly should I do, and obviously manipulation failed. And, you know, plan B, battle time. So me doing something out of it already and not preparing for it accordingly, that's a one thing. But my guys having no fucking idea what I'm supposed to be doing is another story. Look at them. Just why do I even pay you? Yeah, half of them went there, even on the attack command, and these guys... Let's just not talk about this mission, please, okay? but at least I salvaged this to that degree with the piggy.
There you are. Look, I'm sorry for firing you boys and implying that you had a weight problem.
Well, with all what happened at this point, I was convinced that I'm going to fail this bit, that the lion one is going to fling the guys over the lava. For some reason, he didn't. And then this happened. But that's okay. I wasn't afraid of this, not even a single bit. I knew that when my army comes, they will take more steps forward and they will eventually die off. Well, if there is one thing that went according to the plan in this mission, is that I managed to collect the relic laser because before the cutscene. And obviously a 10 of the thingy design.
Alright.
I'm helping.
Yes, you do.
Lift with your knees, not fortify
Alright.
location. Okay, let's
I would have thought that there will be no more disaster, but this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened. Just.
Everybody hear that? That was feedback.
Fortunately, no more disaster in this mission, so fast forward. And that obnoxious obnoxious sounds of sped up audio. Time for the second visit. No. Get back here and unlock this. You cannot unlock it during the mission. And reloading a checkpoint. So when you do it, the stuff you unlocked stays unlocked, but you lose the fire tributes. So you know, I didn't want to overdo it. I was thinking about reloading the checkpoint also here, but then I remembered that I shouldn't risk it because, you know, in every practice session I had, there were many, but still, I always had not enough fire tributes to buy all the stuff in the final visit. So I was paranoid that it would happen again, so I, you know, decided to take more encounters than I'm supposed to be, even the fighting is slower. Alright, in this segment, I drove totally the wrong way. And, yeah, I lost my way. Didn't know where I was supposed to be going. Yeah, about that Hellforge. Yeah, this is the second time for the second visit. So in this bit, obviously you buy everything, upgrade brawlers to destroyers. Nah, no shredders. I decided that I want to burn stuff quicker than, you know, I have it only for Doomsdawn or whatnot. Don't worry, I found alternative ways to save time without shredders. Ah yes, chain lightning.
Just make sure you straight.
That is my problem, but because I'm unable to create situations where chain lightning is useful. Well, not in any percent, because in 100%, you know, if you miss during Ironhead sneak attacks, if you miss face melter, there are leftovers, so chain lightning also, at least helps there. And in Doomsdawn, I remember there was a situation that I took advantage of having chain lightning. Alright, let's just hard skip through all the Death Racks missions. If you are interested, you use the speedrun nonsense in the top left corner to find this place in the original video. But it's nothing. Just like in the Cage the Cannoneer missions, the spawn unfixed, the timestamps of spawn unfixed. And as you noticed, I didn't do a single mission, Death Rack mission with machine gun. I decided, yeah, this happened. Obviously, you know, I decided that going longer ways and completing all the missions with the tear cannon is faster than going shorter way and trying to kill anything with machine gun. Alright, now the Ironhead sneak attacks are obviously longer because there are razor girls and all the guys are more spread out.
Stay here and look alert. Like a shot. If you can hear my voice, come here. Thanks.
I remember utilizing the chain lightning in this specific mission.
Rock can heal, but sometimes it hurts.
Ah, nah, just to try to grab a guy, but yeah, it went alright. I think fire tribute's well spent. Now just the clearing. Alright, initially, my initial plan was to this particular path. After completing a campaign, I would drop all the way down and go through this path in the reverse, and that's how I unlock stuff. But then I decided I'm unable to travel this path in reverse fast. I was having issue of constantly falling into the water, not being able to use turbo, to be too careful. So now clearing this path this way is decided to be more faster overall. Yeah, me failing with the car, getting the way to the thing I wanted to use. And another failure, I was intended to power slide into the water to kill myself, but I missed the input. Some more clearing now. Yeah, in this bit, I had the visual cue in the horizon to dang it, come on, cold. It's the second week it harasses me. Anyway, I had the reference point in the background to know where to aim to drive the most optimal path. Yeah, we bother with this one to, unlock the final hunting mission in the. Ah, yeah, you can hit that guy with an axe and he will block it, just like most of the story characters. Anyway, the final hunting mission in the woods area, and now is the time for the first, racing mission. So on the Brütal, he seems to drive faster. Anyway.
Nice ride.
Yeah, about the driving. When planning this route, I had. And you can skip the album record with the title of the mission. You can skip it with escape to start the mission faster. I had the philosophy when planning. Minimum. How to say it? Keep clearing the overworld to minimum until you have the fastest car possible. Minimize the driving while your car has no turbo too. That was my philosophy. So even I don't know if it's the right philosophy, because the beach segment, maybe it is a better idea to clear the beach while you have only turbo 1, but I decided to show off this idea. Maybe there is a psychopath who will do the most optimal route. I don't claim this route to be most optimal, I just show off some ideas. Yeah, unlocked stuff during the race because he's too slow, even on Brütal because you have turbo 2. About being able to skip cutscenes right away after you watch them for the first time. It also works for ending cutscene for racing missions, except the final one when you unlock turbo 3. Yeah, a little more cleaning up for now. I like this jump. Whee! Yeah, I like how swag it looks. Yeah, this area, even though we revisit it in the, After Doom's Dawn, I came to conclusion it makes much more sense that to unlock this jump and this viewing thing now. And unlocking the bound serpent before talking to Fritus to minimize the times we have to get off the car. Now, race, that's boring. Or maybe not. I hate driving, so it's boring to me. I hate driving because I'm a terrible driver. Or it's the other way around, I'm not sure. Ah, I mentioned the tainted deer in the hunting missions. I used to have a plan where I would totally skip all the hunting until this point, where here I would grind the deer for the hunting missions, but they decided, nah. Ah, the plan for this mission is difficult, I think, but I executed it perfectly. Yeah, get ahead and intercept them, and then turn back to the Ironhead sneak attack mission. Yeah, if anything went according to the plan at any point in this one, that was it. Yeah, some more Ironhead sneak attacks. Nah. In one of the missions I remember trying something new for the first time and it worked. And slow down, because 10 out of 10 game design kurwa mać. In one of the missions I recalled trying something for the first time and it worked. I don't know where was it. It was one of the missions. I left my army behind, went drive along with Thunderhog. Don't remember what happened with stun node, but and then using first murder and I hit everyone and it worked. But yes, I used the map here because I have trouble with navigating this area. Yeah, with that turbo 2 thing and minimizing the clearing until you have turbo 2. It makes more sense to start the beer mission from earlier point in the game. If someone ever wanted to try that out, you at least know my research about the turbo thing. Each level of turbo saves you half a second per turbo activation, given that you drive straight away and use turbo on cooldown. Once you have turbo 2, the engine upgrades are irrelevant, as long as you are driving top speed and non-top turbo. But having engine upgrades helps you to... by the way, clearing overworld during the beer mission. Where was I? Having engine 2 allows you to drive slowly and carefully look around for hunting missions. It's a difficult subject to optimize, and I'm not willing to fully take it on. Yes, the beer mission, the wingman mission, my favorite secondary mission. It looks more pleasant to watch when it's sped up. You can skip the final cutscene earlier, but I decided to play it out because that's how I roll and I don't give a shit. Yeah, let him celebrate that he got the lady. Oh cool, the car is here in the direction I wanted to go towards. So the issue with the beach is that no matter how hard you try, you need to pass the entire beach 2 times. There's there are the secondary missions mess it up. I used, in a very, very old plan from 5 years ago, I used to actually pass the beach 2 times. One, only for secondary missions, and second time, only to clear out the serpents and whatnot. Yeah, I'm setting up the, unlock and load warp so that unlock the viewing point earlier.
We're just marching around kicking ass.
Yeah, with this mission I set up the save warp.
This ambush, I got a good feeling. Freeze!
Wait, was that mission?
Come here!
Nah. Maybe that's that sneak attack with that plan I mentioned earlier. Maybe you already passed it. But yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's boring. That's boring. All right, this is the only bit where, well, in this road, I admit where I lose time on Brutal compared to Gentoo. The bouncer pen I'm traveling to right now, you can get it during the race with fleeters from the top of the cliff. But on Brutal, he moves too fast and you don't have enough time. Yeah, I get off too early. And again, when you load the checkpoint, it stays unlocked, but you lose the fire tribute. Now, some more cleaning up. Here I remembered that I was supposed to. I'm still on hunting mission. Usually there is enough time in the woods for you to complete this mission. Complete all the tasks you need, but not this time. Alright, for this segment, my initial plan was to collect those two bound serpents, load warp, and proceed to the fleeters. But this guy stood in my way, and I don't remember if reloading a checkpoint makes you lose the creatures you hunted for the hunting mission. So I decided to play it safe and not load warp for this time. Yeah, this area is difficult to navigate. This is where I would load warp and would end up where the Ironhead sneak attack happened. Yes, mission. I don't remember where exactly. It seems to be precise and on the edge, so that you risk falling off when you can unlock bound serpent from the top of the cliff. Somewhere out here, maybe? That's irrelevant. You will research it yourself when you're interested. But still, I want to unlock stuff during these missions so that I don't have to revisit this path, and this saved me this. Yes, he passes me right here usually. There is no place for you to make a mistake. If you miss the pyro, no, you need to get back in the car or else you lose. Yeah, I practiced this race, and in one of the practice attempts, I had the situation where I passed the Fleetus right on this ramp jump, but I missed the lightning proc jump. That's not a big deal, but I decided that I want to avoid that this time. So usually I would be ahead of him right now.
Knock it off! I thought you knew this course!
Yeah, Ironhead sneak attack right where the race ends. Yeah, here no, not here. At one point I came up with something that, delay the stun node so that the swag Potemkin comes to here in attempt to kill you, so that you also hit him with face melter. Chain lightning comes to use. And earlier you see me use the Roman candle. I have a destroyers on me, so fire cord and Roman candle and flashbot you use on the way, they are all buffed. I don't care about the rock kick. Did I use the single rock kick in this run? Maybe during multiplayer segment, but in single I don't think so. Yeah, there's some more terrible driving for me. Right, forest. It is difficult area to navigate. Fortunately, I found battle plan. I, make screenshots, mark it, some landmarks for myself. So clearing the forest went much smoother than I anticipated. But I was supposed to hunt for, the Tolosks, and I'm stopping and looking around to find something.
Just marching around
Yeah, not a single Tolosk was found in the forest. That was unusual and made some progress. Problems. So, speaking of hunting missions, I have a why this is not sped up? I have a superstition that the longer you stay outside of missions, the better spawn you get. But that's just a superstition. Yeah, I'm stopping around hoping to find any dollars, but no dice. Yeah, I've seen the dollars, but I was too late on this one. I stepped out of the way to get the encounter. Again, I'm constantly afraid I will not have enough fire tributes at the end. Yes, that was the Ironhead sneak attack mission I was talking about. I left my army behind, didn't use the stun node, used the phase melter, and I tried it for the first time and it worked. Yeah, I'm moving here out of the way, hoping to find dollars, but no luck. Yeah, again, spawns are fixed, so general strategy for the death wreck missions is to send your army where second last wave would spawn and keep shooting at the spot where final wave would spawn in hope to spawn kill them. That's the general idea. I think I use the strategy for all or almost all the death wreck missions. Alright, second part of the forest. I keep looking for towers. Yeah, all those trees obstruct the view. That's how I dislike this area. It's difficult to see anything. This relic razor, you can get it during the fleetest missions, but I decided I don't want to take any chances. Besides, superstition. The longer you stay outside of missions, the better spawn you get. So I decided, by delaying, keeping myself busy outside of mission would land me some better spawns. Nope, not this time. Wait, I talk about not skipping the legends right away. Yeah, I did. The case where it didn't acknowledge me watching one of them. Wait, what am I doing? Yes. Again, I drove out of the way into the forest in hope for the tallers, but again, nothing. This mission in particular, at one point I had doubt whether I should complete this mission right after the Great Chinese Wall to minimize the driving time, or should I move a little out of the way to complete it faster by having the cannon. As you can see, I decided the second option. Not a single mission, the death wreck mission, is completed with machine guns. That's how good the DLC is. Wait, yeah, nothing interesting, fast forward, blah blah blah. Yeah, and now I'm finally starting to get the Tolosk spawns. Here I decided to swag him and feed him with Roman candles and whatnot. Yeah, the fourth one again. No, wasn't that number 4? About that foolish thing I did in the Machine Gun Eddie part. Right now, this is the backup, in case I missed it on the first go. Alright, yeah, this area is already cleared, and all I am looking for are more hunting missions. And that stuff that is already on the way, but further away. Yeah, exactly. One legend, one death wreck mission. one encounter, that's good also. Yeah, I was afraid that I would have extra long for the tallest, but it worked alright in the end. Yeah, that wasn't planned. Yeah, sway. Yeah, death rack. About the inconvenience about this one, that is the final wave spawns all the way there at the bottom, and one guy would usually get off, and you know, he's not dead, so you're losing time. Just hard skipping by. About death rack missions and ending cutscene. I tried to up to some degree the same logic that once you watch the cutscene all the way, you can skip it right away. You watch it next time. It also applied to the ending cutscene after the death rack, but the cutscene you get is random. So I tried to not skip some of the cutscenes in hope that I would get them again and be able to skip it right away, but it's random. Nothing out of the ordinary happening in the Pilgrimage of Screens, I think. Wait, did I get blessed? I can see it. Alright, never. I did. Again, you need to wait arbitrary amount of time before you kill everyone, because 10 out of 10 game design. Alright, this one I will not fast forward, because I'm very proud of the strategy I came up with. So in 100% run you have all the resources you would like in the world, but still we need to recruit some guys, even though we don't need them, because 10 out of 10 game design kurwa mać. So the plan here is to wait for Evil Rob Halford and these guys to hit them all with one melt phaser, so that there are no disturbances when you summon Call of the Wild. Yeah. Hey, you know, you are forced to grind for these things, so why not use them? And you can set them both up so that they attack the Evil Rob Halford's house. And that's all there is to it. Skip it, skip it. You already know how I feel about this mission. Ejaculation! That slaps me on the knee. Anyway, let's skip it. Alright. Why I don't unlock the stuff that's here on the way right away? You see? Ultimately in this run we pass through here 2 times. One outside of missions and one during the how it's called it, the deliver the metal, the bus escort. So between you, so in one variant you drive through here once max speed and second time without stopping, which is I do, or the other variant you drive here without stopping and drive at slow speed. Trust me, it's faster overall. I'll talk it some more when we drive through here second time, because I did it wrong and I want to tell you what was supposed to be. Anyway, Tombstone. Alright, there are 7 bound serpents here in total. And again, this is the hunting ground for Hextodon, so I didn't have to unlock all of them, but the most of them, it's much more convenient to, you know, have an unlock while having the flying ability. So these 3, the one at the river, the one at the top, that's 5, Oh, why I tell you this? You can see it right here in the recording. All 7 I decided to hit during the mission. Ah yes, Call of the Wild. So at one point I was thinking about having 2 squads Call of the Wild. You know, when you start the mission, the cooldowns reset, so use one Call of the Wild. Ah, this one. I thought about getting this one during the hunting mission, but I decided not to, for whatever reason. Anyway, 2 squads Call of the Wilds. I was thinking about it, but I decided, nah. This mission already loses enough time compared to any percent. I don't want to make it much worse. And I don't even think if that is the fastest route through this mission. You know, 100%. I didn't want to spend as much as I like Doom's Dawn. I didn't want to spend any amount of time more than necessary. Ah yeah, this is the VTF moment. Where are the guys? I was about to restart the checkpoint, but I figured out there's a cloud, there's a bright here, maybe they're underground, so I tried to play face melter, maybe I can reach them. But then I know this here. And since I'm already here, I hope that oh, the guys are in range, and nah, I missed the wig. But at least I hit the waifus. Those are the guys that lose the most time if you miss them. You know, there are 2 of them and they slow you down, and that's depressing. Yeah, the plan for this wave was to, you know, take the red guys, try to soften most of the guys, damage the wig a little bit, because I have destroyers and Roman candle and fire cord. Yeah, have the guys attack, deal a large chunk of damage in small radius. Yeah, this is the annoying one that you want to get during the mission. This one I think too. But this one is kinda on the way. Why I don't unlock anything that requires Relic Razor during the stage battles? Yeah, why I didn't unlock the Hellforge that was over there? Because you cannot. During stage battle, Relic Razor is locked. Yeah, anyway. I didn't use the face melter on this mission because, oh yeah, grand post computer slowdown. Oh, this brings me back, yes. Anyway, because I wanted to show this off. Holy dive! And this is the moment where I am proud, because I decided to utilize chain lightning. I decided that it was safe to hit that guy with an axe, because the lightning that chains, it will stun like the wigs. That guy, I didn't expect that he would die from the pyro that was getting ready to block, because in Brütal Legend you can block rats eating you alive. But fortunately he died right off. And just because that VTF moment where that waifu got lost in the woods, get it? That lost in the woods. The mission dragged long enough so I'd have enough bouncers here, and this segment at least, but well, except this one, mostly as planned. Yeah, where the emo kid hit me and I whiffed the bouncer double team. This is not having shredders for you. I had to wait for face melter cooldown a little bit. And that's this mission. I hit that wig with an axe because I knew I was about to overheat. Yes, Reaper Steeds. As I mentioned, anyone who played this game knows this mission is a bitch. Yes, about this segment. this segment is weird. You know, Lita is accompanying you, and it saves some, kinda saves some time because you know, right now when you complete the secondary mission, you will spot run in the car with Lita sitting next to you. So you save by completing all the secondary missions now. You would save time it would take to resummon your car because your car is already there. I decided not to use it too much. Yeah, there was the Ironhead sneak attack over there that I missed. Because yes, you save some time by not having to resummon your car, but I decided that it would be faster to have the fight itself go faster by having Secret Zeppelin attack and light high voltage on me. So out of all the available missions, this is the only one that I used the leader skip. Whatever. Yeah, this is death wreck mission, this is boring, this is hard skipped. Yeah, clear moving pillar, that gives me trouble with driving, blah blah blah.
The coil have infested the land.
Did something? Ah yes, something out of the ordinary happened while clearing this bit. So I just obviously decided to clear this area right now and not earlier because it's on the way now. Hey Sonic, wanna go fast? Here's a kickstart for you. I like my lame jokes. Did something? Yeah, I don't think so. It's just cleaning up. No, not just cleaning up. Then again, the beautiful, glorious driving. Oh, I don't remember camera behaving like that in this. So, I knew that at some point there will be a psychopath that will make an attempt to be faster than the restaurant. So I decided to, you know, to go out in style and do something that loses time. Oh, that loses so much time, but hey, I decided I wanted to have fun. Yeah, for good measure. You know, speedrunning is about having a good time. And I wanted to have a good time because positive attitude. But besides that, nah, just clearing up. For this landmark viewer, I could have drive closer to it. Yeah. Yeah. I am very proud of my creation. Alright, we can unlock stuff during this mission, because unlike Machine Gun Eddie, this mission is easy, you can do whatever you want, almost. So, I obviously missed that jump, that usually happens. So I didn't worry too much because I have a backup for that, right at the end game. Alright, unlocking the stuff on the ice path during the mission instead of outside the mission. So, like I mentioned, even though it's hard to believe, it's faster when you do it this way, but I could have done it better. What I could do is right now get far ahead of the boss. Well, not too far to it keeps going, but get far ahead and have it pass me as I unlock the stuff. So that's the only optimization I thought of at this very moment where I recorded this. So at that very moment I thought had the stuff, but it was too late. So at least I'm saying it right now so that you know if we are mad enough to try to beat this. But if you truly do want, at least consider the concept artless. It's literally 1 hour shorter, because you don't have to mindlessly grind for concept art. Well, I guess if you insist, you could do it once ever, just to, you know, check it on your to-do list. Besides that, nothing interesting about this mission. Yeah, just hard skip it. Yeah, I was paranoid about this jump. Wait, I jumped. Why didn't I unlock it? I forgot that I unlocked it earlier. And I think you could see that I was paranoid about it. I kept looking towards it and whatnot. I think here I stopped because I... Nah, never mind. Alright. Right now my main goal is to hunt for Reaper steeds because they are bitches. So I take less optimal path through here because I was hoping for at least at least for one spawn. No, you don't get it. I didn't even get that one spawn that usually would occur in this area. But right here, nah, I've seen them couple times, but nah, this area is too difficult to navigate to try to hunt for these here. Usually they would spawn. I'll show this place once we get there. Why this is not sped up? Yeah, right there, around this stone hill. Yeah, somewhere around here where this spawns, where this rave spawns. I tried to look again, but obviously no dice. They were shooting at something. I hoped it was horse. Nope. Alright, racing mission. Nothing out of the ordinary happened in this one, I think. Yeah, nothing ordinary. Except, again, my beautiful, glorious skills of driving. And yes, this is my hunting grounds for Reaper horses. Well, no, not this. You've seen enough of it. Anyway, so one slow but consistent method would be drive around the dry ice quarry, and you would get, on average, one spawn per lap. But I thought, yeah, I tried to find the optimal hunting grounds for Reaper horses, and I decided this is it. With couple here I could couple things you need to keep in mind. So you know, other things also spawn. So you'll find me driving to far in an attempt to despawn the Guillotars and Sickle Raves. Also, you've seen me killing couple Sickle Raves. I want to have them gone so that there are more spots so that the Reaper's horses can spawn. Yeah, as you can see, pretty efficient hunting ground for horses. From time to time, if I didn't get any spawns, I would visit this area of dry ice quarry. You could get 1 or 2 spawns here. Yeah, that Guillotar again, I tried to despawn it and then another spawn because 100% game design. Yeah, often, but not always, you could find wild horses here. Yeah, the thing is that the Reapers don't count. Yeah, I kept looking all the time into that area because I'm convinced that I've seen those ones and I almost missed it, so I got paranoid and since then I'm always looking there to see if there are any spawns. Alright, nothing exciting. Alright, my plan here is to leave this area where I have 15 out of 16 horses slain, so in hope that I would get one on the way back. Fortunately, this time I had such luck. Yeah, overall, I think I had average luck with horse spawns. Yeah, on the way back, unlock stuff. Yeah, this mission is over finally. I didn't need to do that. I mean, why I did like this? Yes, because about hoping for that one spawn on the way back. I planned the unlocking the bound serpents right now to, you know, the superstition, longer staying outside of missions, give them more time to spawn. Yeah, you can do this with Squealer. Alright, this race is the most terrifying race in the entire game. I was so afraid that I would get it one in the first try. I was expecting to fail it on the first attempt, and I did. I touched his car, he was like, whoa, physics was like, and my car was like, into the barrier. So, I made the, I mentioned about the screenshots to looking up where I was supposed to go, having the landmarks. And I have one picture specifically for this mission, what I'm supposed to do. So, maybe I'll edit it later in the video. Anyway, it says, stick to the left, to the left, to the left! And what I did wrong was not sticking enough to the left. You need to stick to the left to, so that he doesn't touch you and derail you. Anyway, this mission is so hard because his top speed equals your top speed while on turbo. And if you don't get ahead right away, it is impossible to come back. So you need to get ahead right at the beginning and maintain it. But, second try, not too shabby. Alright, acquire the next hunting mission right now. That was me keeping the lookout on that lightning plug jump because I wasn't sure if I got it. I also hi Hextodon. Yeah, the Hextodon spawn was insane this one. That was me looking at that bound serpent because I was also paranoid at this one. So in this mission, this race, that was real. That lightning frog jump is so on the way, and for some reason I missed it. But that wasn't my concern at all. I knew that I would revisit this area, and I thought it would work out all right in the end. Right, rest of the race, not too interesting. Again, this Ironhead sneak attack that is on the left, I'm keeping it for the end game. What now? Death Wreck. Almost all the waves spawn from here. It's so inconvenient to shoot. But okay, that's a side note, let's hard skip it. Now returning to the main storyline. Getting off the car too early. I tried to do the catapult, but I failed. Wait. Yes. Hitting that beast. That was just improv. I was. the firing shrinking, and you know, why are you burning them? I was trying to prevent what happened, and it worked out all right. Anyway, I had that split-second thought there. Besides that, nothing out of the ordinary happened, I think.
How are we getting out of here?
Yeah, again, Relic Razor has me insane range. Yes, clearing out. Ah, yes, the third visit. So, as you may or may not know, high voltage are OP and imba. Even more imba than this Gorger. So it was necessity to get it. So that's one thing. The other thing?
The Guardian of Metal welcomes
Wait, what did I buy here?
you. Yes, take care. Who you
Ah, yes. So, why didn't I buy coiling more?
Come with a free
Because it's,
Oh, the ladies.
you know,
Play that in the
you think that, you know, it's free, it gives you more armor, and, you know, it gives you more ramming damage. I don't like the design. It's awful, it's ugly. And it turns your spotlight red so it doesn't illuminate the road that much, and I hate it. No! So no coiling more. Yes, the paint job. So as I mentioned, I knew there would be a psychopath to do attempt, and we'll probably beat this time eventually. So yeah, he may beat it all he wants. His run will never be as entertaining as mine. Well, at least I'm gonna live this lie. Anyway, right now, again, I'm delaying not getting the Ironhead sneak attack right away to stay longer in the overworld to get more chances to spawn the Panthers. And as you can see, it worked out alright. And paint job? Why Crown Vengeance? So I can say, Crown! Grant me one request. Grant me sub 5 run. And if you do not listen, then to hell with you, I'll get sub 5 on my own, you lazy pig. Yeah, as you can see, this is where the superstition came from. I stay longer in the overworld so I get more spawns. Anyway, right after first opportunity you can see the power of high voltage. So, the beginning, like usually, drive into them with Thunderhawk, stun them. So, after you face melt the wig, it has like 4 HP. And the high voltage, what it does, it makes your shockers 3 times as powerful. So, it deals almost 2 on impact. So 5 shockers in the row are enough to kill the waifu. And you know, I mentioned earlier that you know, shocking the same guy multiple times is the worst thing you can do DPS wise. This is the only exception. I tried to push this squealer again, but you know, the hitbox doesn't form favorably from this side of the car. This is the last mission. After that, the last racing mission. And you know, you get Turbo 3, and it also, you know, saves half second per turbo activation, given that you drive in a straight line. And I tried to minimize the overall travel until I get the maximum turbos, but you know, Reaper horses are bitches, and it's just simply impossible. You need to spend time that is dedicated to hunt for horses. Right, this is, you know, backup laps to get more laser panthers. Again, Cage the Cannoneer mission, you know, spawns not fixed. I tried to spawn kill the last wave. From there, where I sent my army, only one wave in the entire mission appears from there. And yes, the coiling mode would be useful because your basic car deals 2 ramming damage. It scales with your speed. Ah, that was me trying out, because in this spot I have an issue where you can fire the cannon in the way that it hits the obstacle and doesn't connect where you aimed, because 10 out of 10 game design. It worked out alright. Ah yeah, back to ramming damage. The basic card deals 2 ramming damage and I think it scales with speed. Ah, before that, I was hoping for a final laser panther spawn on the way, which is very frequent. Not today, because Murphy's Law. So I went all the way back in hope to get something, and I obviously didn't get something. Right now, I hear it shooting. And I look around, where is it, where is it? Yeah, here you are.
Stay calm while I mount you.
Yeah, that's insane damage of the high voltage. Alright, back to ramming damage. Each level of upgrade, I don't know how much health boost you get from armor, but increase ramming damage to 1. So, armor I am hitting right now is deals 5 ramming damage. Calling more will deal 6 damage. Why is it not spread out? So, with coiling mode I could kill the waifu by ramming it 2 times. So I'm actually incapacitating myself by not having the coiling mode, but I don't care. This design is awful. Alright, right now, time to hunt sickle raves. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that you can hunt sickle raves while completing deathbed missions, but I think but I like the idea I came up with, that you can, you know, you are playing Holy Diver 2, right? So you can ride the tiger. And like I mentioned, if you kill something with double team, you get the credit. But you know, if you disconnect from the tiger, it last hits someone, it kill steals you. So I had to look at that in mind. And wait, how much the 1 laser damage it deal? I remember that 1 laser deals more than 1 damage, and as you can see, it's rapid fire. It's 1.4. Wait, let me check the notes real quick. No. Oh damn it! It does say the damage per hit. 1.4, 1.5. It appears so. Anyway, we completed the deathbed mission and hunted some sickle raves to contribute to our quest. And again, I had unfavorable spawns. You could see me spending additional time to hunt for sickle raves. And it's unusual. It didn't happen in the practice sessions of this segment. Oh, I had to turn back here because I forgot I was supposed to raise the relic. And yes, secret Zeppelin attack. I wanted to unlock it as soon as possible because it's powerful and speeds up the Ironhead sneak attack missions, among other things. But right now, nothing usual. Clearing the overworld, hoping for sickle ray spawns, which didn't happen, which is unusual. Ah, that Reaper, it hit me once. I was paranoid. I decided to kill it right away. And I almost missed the legend. That would be on me, but this one is not a big deal if I would skip it like that. At the final mission, in the health forge that is next to this place, I leave the Hellforge with Oculus of the Lost equipped. That thing that shows the stuff in the overworld that didn't unlock. And it would pick it up, and you know, I would notice it, so that's why not a big loss. So again, I'm hanging around in the overworld in hoping for sickle wave spawn, and it obviously didn't happen because Murphy's laws. And I obviously get Reaper horses because kurwa mać. Yeah, I want to show off how powerful the high voltage is, but it's shocking that how's it called? The babies, the spoiled brats, you know. I'll recall them. Alright, it's gotten to the point that I returned here, where the sickle ray spawn is guaranteed. That's how bad the spawn I had. Dang it, I'm trying to recall what is the intended name of the spoiled brats. Alright, let's not infest the mine for now. Alright, this particular random encounter, it never gives you fire tribute. Each time I got through here, I never got fire tribute. Alright, next mission, Gilatoros. Oh, that was Hextedon, by the way. Yeah, my only regret about the Gilatoros is that I don't... Yeah, against Hextedon. What the hell is going on in this one? Ah, this mission. I have no idea how... Right now, I'm just setting up for the save work. And I have no idea how I came up to this conclusion. I don't understand. I don't want to think about it. But it turns out that... Ah, that's me failing, but that's the other story, because I'm a terrible driver. I cannot comprehend how I came up to the conclusion that clearing out the swamp like this is the fastest thing I could think of. Well, I guess there is a minimum driving time for return. No, someone had to take a look at this. You know, just no, I cannot comprehend. End of story. Let's not talk about it anymore. Ah, yes. Fortunately, I managed to set up the metal beast so that it doesn't escape from me too far. That's the thing that you need to face if you unlock the stuff like this. Besides that, I think nothing out of the... Ah, that drop. It can go much smoother. I didn't do it this time. It is possible to, in one smooth drop, all the way down. Right now, we're just catching up. Nothing ordinary. Yeah, as I mentioned earlier. As I said, that you know, this is actual time save. Now, you know. I mean, you already heard this story in that USA thing. So let's just skip it. I said all the way, all that is right there. Yeah, reload the checkpoint. In this bit, I forgot that I have. For a second, I forgot that the high voltage is, and that my usual shockers are more powerful. Once I realized that, I decided to go forward and not lick them with fire again, like usually. Alright, again, this is the, you know, timed section, so we can unlock as much stuff as we can in the meantime. Which I did. Alright. Yeah, Dry Ice Quarry. My only regret about this one is that... Wait, what am I doing? Ah! making one lap because guillotars. Speaking of guillotars, my only regret is that I don't think it saves time to farm for guillotar before this mission. Because, you know, the guillotar double team is OP and you can basically incinerate the stage with it. You'll see me do it eventually, but, oh, whoops, spoilers. Anyway, yeah, driving around, trying to get more spawns. So, the plan is weird. I didn't optimize it much since I came up with it. I didn't, you know, I already wasted enough fly on the 100% thing and I was tired. Anyway, no usual holy diving because high voltage is OP and imba.
That it used to be, you know.
So, secret Zeppelin attack damages building. That's the only way for you to directly damage building, right? Actually, no. Recently I discovered something interesting, and yeah, get ready to have your mind blown. Shock bomb damages buildings. But wait, there is more. My mistake was to not order them to attack the stage right away. And there's a slowdown because 11 out of 10 game design. I don't recruit the Thunderhawk because by collecting all those bound serpents, I am acting as a healer in this party. Anyway, so shock bomb damages building, which I discovered recently, is a one thing. But what I knew before that is that high voltage buffs the shock bomb as well. So with one shock bomb you deal 6 damage to that building. So in total I used 3 shock bombs against the stage and it was quite an optimization. I would do it some more if they went for the fact I wanted to unlock the Light of Dawn during the stage battle. That's not necessary. I was going to revisit that area anyway. And I was going to waste some time in the overworld anyway because guillotars. But overall I'm satisfied with how trial scoring went. Yeah, I was paranoid about that bound serpent, and I just look at there, I didn't see at all if it was locked or unlocked, and I was like, "Meh." From time to time the guillotar could spawn right on top of that hill outside of your range. Effectively it's out of bounds. Yeah, it's outside. Unlock some more stuff. So I mentioned having 2 Call of the Wild squads because starting the mission resets the cooldown of your solos. The same goes for secret Zeppelin attack. If you wanted... here I lost the way. I tried to find the guys but I didn't see them the first time. Yeah, I had a hesitation here because you can play the secret Zeppelin attack before the mission starts so that it hits as the mission starts. You know the mission starts and frames later it exploded. I paused because I was thinking about abandoning the mission and trying to show it off right now, but I decided nah. I didn't know where I would save warp. So I decided to go like this, like intended. Alright, besides that, yeah, some cleanup, some more voyage for the overworld because, yeah, in this route, the guillotar spawn are sparse. So I decided I needed to spend some time now for hunting the guillotars. That's yeah, that's bad. I wanted. Yeah, that is the only spot where you can get off and get the, you know, get out of the car glitch in this mission. I tried to do something swag here, but I failed. Yeah. Alright, speed it up. My plan was when that spot where final wave spawns right here, I was too late here, so I needed to go intended solution. I was going to stack explosion of mortar with secret zeppelin attack, and it would look really awesome, but I started to look forced because, as you can see, it's 3 hours into the run. It's pretty exhausting. Right, escort mission, nothing out of the ordinary. Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary. Here also nothing out of the ordinary, blah blah blah. So, in the future, this is referred to as Brutal Victory. I didn't skip that cutscene on purpose. Right now, we clear the vicinity of Sea of Black Tears. We are not going all the way up to complete the stuff that was made available over there, because, you know, we're going to pass through there in the end game. So this little area is where you would hunt for remaining Gillators, and they do spawn there, but the spawns are rarer than you would need or anticipate. So I had one remaining, so that's good, but the next one I would see at that almost ended up tragically. Fortunately, I paid enough attention to avoid the danger. I think I would survive the first Gillator hit as Eddie, you know. I have enough HP. You have enough HP to survive this. Anyway, so that was one Gillator. But after that, I would see the next one in like a couple next minutes or so, if I stuck around here for longer. Yeah, back to that disaster. You know, it was on the effect of blood, so, and it destroyed the car. So what didn't happen, and I'm glad it didn't happen, is that my car didn't kill steal from me, because you know, the edge of the term of a DOT effect from car you're not double teaming with. Right, this one, I was a little afraid that something tragic would happen. You know, all the guys attacking me, but fortunately they stopped paying attention to me. And this guy hanging out with all those army attacking me. This bit, yeah, again, just hard skipping. That's boring, nothing out of the ordinary. There's barely any way to speed this up. Alright, my initial plan was to not collect the buried metal that is here, to minimize the time I would have to listen to this obnoxious poem. And I would lose time because I would have less fire tribute to purchase stuff in the final visit.
Up my path, the girl came.
I know, right? That's how much this poem is obnoxious. Yeah, but forget that. Sea of Black Tears. I'm really proud how it turned out. So, we're recruiting squad because you need to grind for concept art, because 10 out of 10 game DJ, but dang it. So, you know, the first bit looks familiar, right? Secret Zeppelin attack, luring those guys. No, not to lure those guys, to deal damage to them. So, stealing the merge booth, when I initially came up with the plan, I didn't know that you can do this. So this time I built the merge booth in hope that it would meat shield for me, you know, so that they would attack it instead of me. But they didn't show any interest in it. I had Light of Dawn because I want to survive the face butter, because you know, I want, you know, I want to damage them. I could have stayed longer in the car, you know, did some damage, some more damage with the DLC weaponry. Did that face melter even hit anything? Alright, as you can see, my plan here is to kill all these guys. Prioritizing the shock wagons first, because these are the ones that can hit you if you harass them like this. If you fly around, the ravens are too slow to hit you. If you are good enough. You know, this is not easy thing to do. It takes some practice. And I think, wouldn't it be faster to land there and fight them to the death, let them kill me and respawn? Would it be faster than just flying away and landing for health to regen? That is me harassing them for a bit. What I could also do is to resummon my car and try to hit them with a face melter again, but no, I couldn't try that. You know, and unless you do enough damage, you will not survive the face melter. You know, you need to kill enough guys so that they don't deal damage. Yeah, right now I had that thought. Maybe it is better to, you know, just stand there and shock them till death. Alright, here, why not? Shock bomb. Again, it triples, its power is tripled by high voltage. Alright, so... Oh, that was me losing time, by the way, with that shock bomb on the emo kit. Alright, so here we are again. The dirigible, it means nothing to me. It has the highest health and it doesn't interfere with my final plans. Alright, right now... Yeah, I'm trying to keep... Alright, fast forward it. It could have gone faster. Alright, the major damage dealer of theirs is already down, so I take the liberty of using the face melter. Alright, everything is gone. The dirigible means nothing to me. And yes, this happens. Okay, so it summons two of them, but the other guy... Excuse me. Oh, dang it, my throat. So the guillotines on their own are not suitable to attack buildings. I mean, it attacks, but the other guy attacks, but I don't think the attack actually connects. It is possible somehow manipulate it or have it position it correctly, but I didn't want to waste time on that. Just, you know. And the most beautiful part of that is that when you do this, it doesn't softlock. It works, you can do it legally and all. Alright, final mission. Yeah, again, I had a plan for this, I executed well, I think it turned out alright. Sorry, maybe I should let this play out. Yeah, aim with Call of the Wild. I want to aim so that they spawn right next to the satanic beaver set. Excuse me. Yeah, again, there are potential alright, splicing time. I'm gonna take a break now. There, I spliced it. Alright, where was I? Since I came up with this plan, there are potential time saves, but I decided to stick to the original plan. And I took a break also because you probably heard the hard buzz that was playing in the background. Let's just say I have a crazy neighbor. Anyway, Once again, face melter and this secret zeppelin attack, you can damage the satanic beaver's head and all. But slightly fast forwarded. Alright, right now I was afraid that it would decide that I'm not longer flying and would, you know, throw me into black water. But fortunately, none of that happened. Alright, next up. Yeah, I also like my plan for the final fight. As you know, I don't have shredders on me. Instead, I have high voltage, so obviously shockers. Alright, after 5 shockers, I don't want to use more guitar to not overheat. And yeah, by the way, secret zeppelin attack. So for some reason, neither high voltage nor pyromaniacs, none of them buffs your damage against these chains, and that's a shame if you ask me. Yeah, that was not planned. Yeah, the rest of the fight goes as usually. So let's fast forward it slightly bit. Yeah, again, I wanted to style on that guy. Here I didn't remember that you have to skip this cutscene with another button. That wasn't intended to let that play out for so long. And here I messed up. You know, as you may recall, concept art, multiplayer part. So I wanted to leave single player mode right before the Black Slayer fight, so to know, because endgame starts within your car, so I didn't want to put that to waste. But when I realized all that, it was too late, so I decided to keep going for a while. I should have dragged it even a little longer after the, you know, one of the Ironhead sneak attack when you have to resummon your count anyway. But whatever, I made this choice. I hate being sick. Right here, that wasn't necessary, but I wanted to absolutely make sure that it does save that right there. Here I want to make sure, check if I didn't unlock concept art in the meantime. Right, I made a little mistake here. I mean, brutal, obviously, because I don't give a shit and that's how I roll, and this is called Brütal Legend. But I think the Ironhead wasn't the right choice. You see eventually why exactly, but when will this end? Where was I? Yeah, probably versus the coil would be better choice. So anyway, right now you need to grind. You need to recruit enough squads of each time to unlock their concept art, and that's required for 100% because kurwa mać 10 out of 10 game design. I've just realized. I shit on that, solution, but I kept going for you anyway. Why I did it in the first place? You know, I just wanted to, since there's no one else around, I wanted just to show the world how I would tackle this. Wait, where was I? So, recruiting the squad, I didn't do this optimally, so the most optimal solution would be non-stop recruiting or building anything. And at the early game it is, I know, quite difficult, but to speed up the process, you know, you can kill the other guy over and over and farm your fans. That's difficult. Nah, I think I messed up the early game. But why this is not sped up? So right now I'm trying to, you know, see, assess the situation and whatnot. So, as I said, yeah, fire burns. I wasn't concerned about that because I would have either Thunderhawk or Razorgrass to deal with that. So, yeah, to non-stop recruit something, once you have 6 merge boosts without boosting your budget by killing the guy, so without nothing, you have enough income to non-stop recruit squads that are worth 200. So, to do this optimally, you would recruit the level 1 guys to accumulate the fans, and you know, if you have more fans, you would recruit the and this happened, rock block, and after I came to the conclusion that this is a problem, and again, this is getting worse. I should have took a longer break. Okay, I decided to restart the situation. Fortunately, all the squads that I recruited, they didn't put to waste. They still contribute to those my final, you know, squads I have recruited so far. But anyway, optimally, you know, when you have not enough fans, you would recruit cheaper squads so that you accumulate fans. When you have more fans, you would recruit more expensive. Yeah, this is the VTF moment. I was attacking him even though he was double teaming, so she was taking the damage, but they were separated, so that's VTF moment. Back to the subject. If you have more fans accumulated, you will buy more expensive squad. In this case, head splitters. Because, you know, once you have 6 merge boosts, you can without boosting your budget, non-stop recruit 200 squads that worth 200 fire streams. So, to non-stop recruit head splitters, I had to kill the other guy once per each squad, so I'd have enough income to maintain the production. And that's it. I used this time to, you know, the heavy axe swing. In multiplayer, as you can see, even by computer, it's much more difficult to dodge. You have to side roll it right at the last second. You've seen me trying to practice it, and initially I didn't get the timing, but towards the end I managed to get it, you know, get the timing right. So in this attempt, I think what I did right is that I kept killing some of his guys, so he had to recruit more guys instead of upgrading his stage. But right now the pause, I checked his budget, how much fans he had collected and he spent. I noticed that, you know, he spent all his fans, so he doesn't have any thoughts on trying to upgrade. And right, the situation is stabilized. You know, he has no fans. I have all the merge boosts, and yeah, again, to do this optimally, you need to non-stop recruit something. At one point, I tried the thing where I would, you know, have a couple squads of Razor Girls at his stage and kill him sooner than he spawned. I would quickly accumulate a lot of fans this way. When I tried it out in the practice session, when I tried it, I ended up having way too much fans. So I didn't try it in this attempt. But if you want, you can try it out. You know, have a couple squads of Razor Girls and keep spawning him. And if you want to do it, to keep your girls from attacking his stage, you would, you know, mash orders. Have the move beacon somewhere behind you or even the pit, and mash move and follow command alternatively. You know, when you shoot him, tell them to move away, and as he tries to spawn, you know, have them follow you again. Right now I'm just yeah, I'm just fooling around. And yeah, I covered it all. Not to do it up, I mean, non-stop recruiting something. When recruiting head splitters, you need to kill them once per each. Ah, here I try to lure him into the blood so that he dies from it. I didn't see him die from it in this time, but I know I did it once, and it worked, and this was hilarious. Alright, right now, you know, I recruit more. I'm filling up the load too quick for before the respawning take. You know, before the blood bath refreshes, so I drive some of the guys into the pit, and that's it. I think that's it. So yes, I think yeah. Again. Oh, my throat. Ah, a concept art unlocked. I've just remembered. So there are many guys, couple of source information, each one telling different amounts of units you need to recruit to unlock their concept art, and let me tell you, they all lie. So you know, 5 years ago I wrote those numbers down more or less, and turns out that nothing changed since then, and they all still are true. So let me roll out the numbers. So to unlock concept art you need 40 laser girls, 40 thunderhogs, about headbangers 30 or 40. Looks like back in the day I counted 30, but I just assumed it was 40 because I recruited some headbangers during the single player part. Right, fire barons, it says 9, but I think it's 10. Head splitters, the same thing. It says in my notes 23, but I think it's 25. Right, bouncer, 10 bouncers, 10 roadies, 25 metal beasts, and 5 rock crushers. And that's it. Medic. Right, if you are mad enough to watch this entire thing, that you are welcome. Resort to the original raw version of it. I'm gonna hard skip all of it. Ah yes, double to unlock the concept art for the mega stage. We need to double team with it for 5 minutes total. I don't know if the stage spotlights counts towards that, but 5 minutes total. It'll have to be in one go. So as you have seen me here, double team it for a while and then disconnect from it to do some stuff. 5 minutes total, and it doesn't have to be level 4. I think I remember unlocking it when this was level 3. So yeah, that's about that. Yeah, the head splitter thing. To maintain the melting face close up, because I wanted to see it, you know. To maintain the steady production of head splitters, you need to murder the guy once per each squad. Well, let's just skip it all the way to the end, because I tried to swag stress, but I failed miserably. Yes, I paused in the meantime, and there was a Deus Ex sounds in the meantime. So what's about that? So I alt-tabbed to... So the Deus Ex sounds, there are my system sounds. I set them up like this because they sound pretty neat. But I alt-tabbed because I wanted to read the game files, to the save files. I wanted to read them to see if to make sure that I unlock the concept art. Didn't need to do that. I, I didn't lose any of the moment where I unlocked the concept art and didn't miss any of that, but you know, I was paranoid. This is the 5-hour run, this is 10 out of 10 daily Giza, and this is ugh. So that's about that. If you yeah, that's the alt tabbing again. If you think that I hot swapped the game files in the meantime, then nah, it doesn't work. The game once the game is launched, it doesn't care what's inside. It will override right away. Besides, I recruited a correct amount of squads, as you can see. Anyway, I want to talk about the end. I was going for the swag finish where all those roadies would blow up his stage as I unlocked the concept art for the roadies. And I tried to, you know, have them nearby but held them back because I lost track of how many roadies I recruited. So that's what about that. I decided, nah, I've already lost too much time for swag. I decided that as soon as I unlocked the concept art, I wanted to leave. Yeah, here I made sure that I have all the Ironhead concept art, and we are back in the single player mode. So, those lightning plug jabs I missed during the boss escort mission. This is the backup. Alright, time for Ironhead sneak attack. In this bit, I play it after the mission starts, so that, you know, the guys start much further than the blast radius, so I let them to come closer into the blast. And while all this happens, wait, is that a real time? It is. While all this happens, I unlock the bound serpent that is out of the way. And I expected for mission to be already completed, but yeah, I totally didn't see that guy passing me. Yeah, I expected all to be already over, but no, this happened. Alright, let's go to the next bit. Yeah, again, encounter because I was paranoid. Yeah, I tried to try it out with the, you know. Is this the first time in this run where I show off summoning the Zeppelin attack before the mission starts? No, this can't be. But maybe it is. Whatever. Boom. Yeah, this is the timing basically. Yeah. Everything evaporated. Alright, next up. Ah, this is... now we are coming to the sneak attack which I left for the end game. As you remember, you could have completed it earlier while Lita was with you, so you could skip resummoning your car. But I decided that doing it this way with having all the late game equipment module is faster.
Sign me up for this ambush. I got a good feeling about
Yeah, I was a little late with starting the mission because I messed up positioning of the car. It could have gone faster, but went alright. Alright, now that all the missions are done, now I will stay a while outside of missions to grind for the hextodons. Usually some spawn at that bridge, that's why I went there. And as you've seen in this very attempt, there were a couple of, at least one on the bridge. Yeah, again, yeah, and this, I had insane hextodon spawns, and I don't believe it. I'm definitely gonna, I expect to be accused of cheating because of how, this is uncommon to have such good spawns. Yeah, this is just plain nonsense. Everything all the way. Oh, this is... Oh, I recollected that lightning block jump that I missed earlier. And this guy, what the fuck just? Are you for real right now? Those were my exact thoughts. So basically unbelievable. But anyway, I did all the things because of that superstition about staying longer in the hoverboard, having longer spawns. So I unlocked the Hellforge that I passed earlier. I didn't start the Ironhead sneak attack just yet because of that. I probably could have left some of the bound serpents that I unlocked during Doom's Dawn. Also for that reason. Oh yeah, and then this guy appeared and I was... No. Unbelievable. Alright. This is quite tricky. Yeah. The enemies will spawn over there. So I... summoned the Zeppelin a little further to the guys. And I like this bit. Power slide! Actually I didn't need to do anything, but... No, I did. They needed to die as soon as possible. And yeah, that's the power of Secret Zeppelin attack for you. So, the hunting mission is already over. Yeah, fortunately, we don't have to... It is not necessary to return to the hunter to claim the reward for completing all the hunting missions. You can get this X from Ozzy in the Hellforge for 0 fire tributes. And right now, yeah, I'm clearing the rest of the stuff. I took the unoptimal path because I was hoping for random encounters. Again, I'm paranoid that I won't get enough fire tributes. That mission is meh. They're just something about that. Yeah, there's a evolution for you, how it's called. And there's some more terrible driving, blah blah blah. Alright, this mission, it has an issue. There's Secret Zeppelin attack, but that organist, sometimes, but usually not. He doesn't come closer to you, he stays there all the way outside of all the fight that goes here. So usually you have to drive to him manually and do stuff. And yeah, but this happened. That wasn't planned whatsoever, but it was funny and yeah. I used XP. I didn't want to overheat my guitar on that guy. Alright, brutal victory. All the stings all the way here I mostly unlocked. Again, random encounters. Alright. This Cage the Cannoneer mission. I don't like it because, you know, the get off glitch doesn't work here and you need to do it intended way. So all the waves appear through here. And yeah, you again 10 out of 10 game design. The mortar explodes on the terrain and you not on all the spots it works. That fright wig, usually it dodges you, so I'm glad that I hit her. And the next wave, that waifu, I tend to miss it with the mortar cannon shot. So I need to have to run her over later. I cannot go back here to shoot her again because there are ways from here and I need to attend to them. So to murder the waifu I had to run them over, and again, coiling more. I need to yeah, in this bit, you know, I was too slow, so I didn't get full 5 damage from any of these hits. But calling mode would make this faster. But again, I don't like the design, so I didn't buy it. So right now, yeah, it's almost over. Right now, I should pause in a second to see how much fire tributes I have. In the shopping list I used in this round, I need 2,215 fire tributes. Yeah, you've seen me, I had only 5 missing. Yeah, and here I messed up. The previous sneak attack mission where I played the Zeppelin before the mission started, right on the edge of that cliff. I was supposed to do the same thing here, play the Zeppelin before the mission starts. Yeah, here I unlock everything, but I leave with specific things equipped. Namely, Oculus of the Lost, the DLC thing that shows you the unlocked stuff, because I was paranoid that I would be forced to drive, backtrack to gather the stuff that I missed. So that's why Oculus of the Lost. The tear cannon, because want to shoot stuff. I bought all the paint jobs, but I kept the Chrome Vengeance. Love giver, that happened. And the stock axe, because why not? So if I followed my plan correctly, the run should end here. This is the last thing. I should go into pause, see 100%, and hit the stopwatch too. And I was convinced that even though I followed my plan perfectly, I had missed something, or it glitched, but it didn't. So I could breathe a sigh of relief, but yeah, I decided to show what's over there so that there will be no disputes. And the video couldn't just end. I had to do something special. So first thing I had in mind, secret Zeppelin attack. And then in the meantime, I thought also about riding a Hextodon in the flames. Yeah, brutal victory. Never again. Why would someone do this to themselves? One final thing I want to say. Yeah, I keep shit talking this game about, 10 out of 10 game design, about the concept art. So why about doing it? Love is all about loving the thing, but also about looking past the flaws. And that's it, the end, I'm done.